Hi you guys, my name is Imani and I make videos about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and speech pathology. This is the first sit-down video that I've done in a little bit, but I wanted to do a part 2/recap of my SLP interview in my last video. If you haven't seen it, I will leave a link above and also below so that you can check it out. So if you want to know more about my first SLP interview, and continue to watch this video. Okay, so some of the questions that I got asked. First of all, it really varies. It depends on the employer and what they're looking for. So some of the questions that I got was, what are my strengths and my weaknesses? I was asked about my clinical experiences in the past. So a lot of employers wanted to know what I did in my clinicals, and I think that just a huge tip and a really great idea for your interviews is to really have like a quick rundown or a quick recap of what you took away from each of your clinical experiences. And it should all be different, and it should all be valuable and applicable, there we go, applicable to the job that you're applying for. So I actually wrote up a cover letter that I use and I tweak for different interviews, and I use kind of that cover letter as like my template of what to say when I'm pitching myself when people ask me about my clinical experiences. I also think it's a good idea to also think of what you want, because I did get asked questions about like what population I want to work with, what age that I'm interested in, and just having that stuff in my head already really helped in not like sitting there and being blank. Also, I met someone that was an NYU graduate, and I know that this may not happen everywhere all over the world, wherever you guys are watching this video from, but I think that it's important to remember some of your professors, some of the classes, definitely the classes that you've taken, just so that you can, if asked, if you ever meet someone who went to the same school that you did, so that you can like contribute to the conversation. Because even for me, I feel like I've been in school for so freaking long that I've forgotten a lot of the classes and a lot of the professors that I've had. And when I did meet someone who also went to NYU, I wasn't able to just like say like, oh yeah, this one and that one. And so another question that you guys asked was, what was some of the employers looking for in a CFY? And I think a huge thing that they're looking for is flexibility. So yeah, I think we come out of school just ready to dictate what we want and what we're willing to do. And as a CFY, there just needs to be a lot more flexibility. So from what I'm hearing from employers is that like, I need to be willing to possibly go to different locations, to possibly work with a set of an age group that I'm not really interested in working in. I mean, it's a part of the job, it's a part of the learning experience, and I think the purpose of the CFY is really to learn as much as you can and to get those hours, because there is an hour requirement. So as long as I'm doing that and I'm learning something, I'm good with it. But I think that being flexible as a CFY is very, very important. Now that I've interviewed and been to a lot of different companies, I'm realizing that this experience is more about learning than getting the most perfect job position. Be professional, have everything that you need, and really position yourself as a professional person. So that means just having your talking points ready about yourself, being able to pitch yourself, be confident, have every single paper that you need, your resume, have a pen, just really be poised, because I think professionalism is just, it trumps everything else. As long as you are professional, I think that you have an upper hand over a lot of people. Okay, so I do have about 3 tips to go into your interviews with confidence and to really come out with a job, because it is so possible to do. Number 1 is to make sure that you have your resume ready. And I mentioned this before, but a little caveat is that you want to have different resumes. So if you're going on a pediatric position interview, you want to have a pediatric resume ready. And we all know that in grad school you have to get all different types of experiences. So don't put your medical experience on your pediatric resume. That's going to go on your medical resume or your adult resume. And if you ever interview for an adult position, then you can use that resume. I learned this from my professor, and what she told us was that it's honestly just irrelevant if you stick on your medical experience on your pediatric resume. They don't care. So just to kind of eliminate the extra work of them looking through more and more more and more points on your CV or on your resume, just take it off, make yourself 2 resumes and beef up what you have. It really gives you an opportunity to make everything really juicy and convey how great you are at those jobs. My second tip is to have all of your talking points ready, answer ready for a strengths and weaknesses type of question. Know and brush up on all of your content type of questions, like the 2 types of language and the difference between articulation and phonology. Even some dysphagia type of questions I think is really important. Really look up the type of job that you're going on and think of questions that they would ask you and brush up on it, have it all ready to go. I think my last tip would just to be extremely confident and extremely honest. You want to poise yourself as someone who really knows what they're doing, and I think of course we all are going to do that. You should do that, but at the same time, as a CF, you are in an awesome position where at this point you're still learning, and I think that it's important to go in and be honest about the things that you may want to grow in. It doesn't mean anything about your capabilities as a clinician or your schooling or anything like that. I think it's just an open and honest way to convey that you're a person and you want to learn. You want to be a learner. Being a continuous learner is what this job is all about. So poise yourself as such, someone who's so confident, cool as a cucumber, but at the same time, really open and really honest about things that you want to grow in. Alright guys, I hope that this video was helpful for you in some of the SLP interviews that you may be going on very soon. If you have any stories or anything to add to this, comment down below and let me know. I will be talking to you guys about more of this saga, this journey, but also sprinkling in some other types of content as well. So let me know what you want to see in the new year. It's about to be 2020, and yeah. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. And also, don't forget to circle back to my last video. I'll probably leave it here. And you can check out another video over here if you're interested. I totally recommend it. Why not? Just saying, just saying. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.